The seat? I should pull up that seat over here. Swing it around. All right, we are live.
Are we live?
We're live.
Now the camera
gym.
says it's red. Is that? Are we on?
That means we're on.
All right. I don't know about this camera.
I know.
I don't know if I like it.
We're on. We're live. I got
sure.
feeds.
Let's check.
I got 2 viewers.
Okay,
Good.
we are live. We are live.
Red
I see
means
it.
we're live.
I see it.
All right.
All right. Well, welcome.
Should we sing the jingle?
Yeah.
No.
No,
We can't sing.
Can't do it every day.
We can't do it
every
all.
day.
And I don't know the jingle.
You don't know the jingle. So,
We
hey
get a lot of-
everybody. I don't
We've got
even
a lot
know.
of positive feedback from the jingle, though.
Well, that was because Nick Doak was here,
True. Yeah, we
creator of the jingle.
All right.
Yeah.
Fine.
So it's open gym. I don't even know what episode it is. I'll put that up later. I think it's 9,
10.
maybe 10. I know Jimmy's usually right. I'm wrong about that.
What else is
So
new?
anyway, we're here with Ross from Kettlebell Kitchen. Hi, Ross.
Speaking of Kettlebell Kitchen, this is my go-to lunch meal.
All right, don't spit
right.
out any food while you're eating. Though.
Is that the bodybuilder essential?
Yep.
Jimmy loves the bodybuilder.
Love it.
Let me tell you something about Jimmy Weiser, Ross.
It's a go-to.
If you were probably to track Jimmy Weiser's purchases of food, you're going to see that it comes down to like, he's going to start trending the same. There's going to be like 3 meals he gets, and that'll be it forever. And then you'll be like, oh, we just introduced. He'll be like, no, I like the bodybuilder essential.
When people buy the Kettlebell Kitchen meals, you should have a link on the site where you can post to Facebook what you buy.
That's
You
a
can
good.
share.
Throw that idea in.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then your friends are seeing what you're buying, what you like.
Yeah. Oh, Jimmy ordered bodybuilder essentials.
Right.
Which would be boring because that's all you'll be ordering.
No, I order a lot of stuff.
Well, yeah, we both order a lot of stuff.
I get like 8 or 10 meals a week.
I'm around the 10 meal mark a week as well. So they've been a real lifesaver for us. So we also have a live studio audience member, Derek. Say hi, Derek.
Can you see me?
Not, I don't know, it's slow. We got the slow feed.
Hey.
There you are.
All
How's
right.
it going?
All right. So
Every week it's wide open. You can come in and be in studio.
For now.
Yeah, for
you
now.
know, you never know. We might be closing off the doors.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, last week we went a little over our 30-minute mark, Jim.
We went over 30 minutes.
We went over 30 minutes, but Chris Kosher was a great guest.
It's great. Yes.
A lot of good feedback.
Yeah.
A little jumpy on the internet,
Big surprise.
but
I'm not sold on this Mevo camera
such
yet.
a negative Nelly.
I'm not sold yet.
That's all right. We've got it
Prove it
locked
to me.
down. We're good. This one's going to be great. All right, so do we have any housekeeping to take care of first?
I think we have some housekeeping.
All right, so
Just so for people that are earth-fed muscle lovers, we've got Halloween flavor in. I'm not sure exactly what the flavor is, but it's Halloween.
it's called Primitive Protein Witch's Way. All right. Scary.
I think we sold
Ross,
one.
Are you scared?
Yeah.
All right.
I was
felt
feeling spooky.
We
I felt
already
your
sold
hand
one
go
this
to my
morning.
knee for a second.
So there's 2 left. in
People
stock.
love that pumpkin spice-ish.
Love it. They
type.
love that stuff.
All the pumpkin
Everything's
flavors.
pumpkin. Did they have pumpkin flavored chicken yet?
We're coming out with a
No
pumpkin flavored
flavored
T-shirt,
chicken
Jim.
yet, but we will have pumpkin chili coming up soon
Ooh, I'll buy
Pumpkin
that.
chili.
for the winter months.
I'll buy
Little
that.
seasonal menu item.
Ah, you know what? I had an idea. I don't remember if it was. I don't think I ever pitched it to you guys. I think it was one of our other meal prepped subscription companies before. I can't remember.
Fresh
but
meal plan?
I don't like to say other names.
Yeah.
Jim. We're here with
It
Kettlebell
was
Kitchen.
some other weird.
It's all that
Yeah,
matters.
But we don't need to worry about them.
No.
We don't need to worry about them.
They weren't very good.
But every year in Westchester,
Yep.
they have the Fall Westchester Chili Cook-Off.
Mm.
I used to live in Westchester.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And I suggested to either the last one or the one before that, because we've had a few for a variety of reasons. And I was like, man, you guys should put up a tent. We can be like co-sponsor the tent, and we should have Kettlebell Kitchen put their chili up there.
When's the date?
I
I
don't
think
know.
we just
what it
missed
is.
it.
I think we did just miss
I
it.
think it was last
I
week.
think it was last week.
Yeah.
But I have that idea.
It should be a little bit later, so it's a little colder.
Well, it was like
right?
October 8th or something, or you had to be in by October 8th.
Yeah, I don't know.
I forget. But
Someone
anyway,
told me the chili cook-off was this past Sunday, but I don't think there was anything going on in town. So
Right.
maybe it
Maybe
wasn't.
not.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right.
Anybody in Viewerland, if you know,
Yeah.
let us know.
Post up,
Paul
let us
Murray says, hi, Steven.
know. Oh, hey, Captain Paul Murray was one of my former superiors at the Montgomery County Correctional
Oh,
Facility.
check that out. We'd
Where I used to
also
work.
appreciate
Hey,
any
Paulie.
feedback if the Mevo is malfunctioning.
No, I don't care. We're just going. This is the beauty of going live. You never know what's going to happen. You know, somebody could take their pants off.
Who knows?
Who knows? Who knows what could happen? All right.
So, like I said, Ross is here from Kettlebell Kitchen. He's our rep.
Debbie says it's this Sunday.
Oh, it's this Sunday. Okay,
You
thanks,
had to
Debbie.
be in already and whatever. I think the Rotary Club, they're the ones who sponsor it. But anyway, maybe next year you could propose that idea.
Yeah.
We'd be more than happy to co-sponsor a tent with you.
Let's do it.
Hanging out there and do a chili, whatever your
We could
guys'
put a
chili
table up outside
concoction
my
is.
apartment.
That's true, because everybody ends up there. So Jimmy has his apartment is right across the street. Since you're a Westchesterite or former Westchesterite or Westchesterian, I don't know.
What is it?
Yeah, I think that sounds about right.
Westchesterian,
What do you think, Derek? How do you
What
say
is
that?
I would say
A dubs.
Dubsevian.
Yeah.
It sounds too close, like devious.
Westchester.
That's the point.
All right, but right across, you know where the Square Bar is?
I don't remember.
Square Bar. Well, so Square Bar is at the end of whatever street that is. I don't know.
It's on Chestnut.
On Chestnut Street, right near Steelhouse Nutrition. One of our members who works out here, is
Hashtag-
co-owner of
hashtag Faith
hashtag Faith Steel, right? Steel Force.
Just
She
men,
at the end of the restaurant festival, it seems like everybody kind of drifts down to the Square Bar because they go a little longer. They square off their parking lot.
Gotcha.
Yeah, have a band. So we could just be right across the street. It's Jimmy's apartment.
That's right. Have our own chili cook-off.
Have our own
Yeah. Don't even need to be a part of
don't even just have our own chili cook-off against nobody. I think
Right.
that's
We
kind of,
win.
kind of not the point, but hey, we'll win. We'll have our own trophy. We'll make it up. All right, so we're here with Ross from Kettlebell Kitchen. What's your last name, Ross?
Klezix.
Klezix. Thank God I didn't know what that was. I would have screwed that up.
It gets
So-
butchered all the time.
You are our current meal provider for our meal subscription plan. Part of CrossFit and their model is, if you look at that, they have that pyramid of like what's important to overall health and fitness, and the bottom layer, the foundation, is what?
Running.
It's not running. It's nutrition. It's nutrition.
Sleep should be sleeping.
Everything is built on nutrition, and we know that. Craig Glassman knew that. I think everybody in the sports and nutrition game is. I have seen a lot of companies like yours out of this area, in the what I'll call the Mid-Atlantic area. I saw some grow out of California because people know how important nutrition is, and I think you and your company knows how important that is. And convenience is a huge thing. Sometimes we're busy, and when it comes down to, hey, we need to eat, sometimes we're less prepared, and I think this is what you guys do is awesome. So why don't you tell us about you, Kettlebell Kitchen, and you can,
Yeah,
I don't have
absolutely.
any questions or anything yet. We'll see if any.
we'll have questions.
Absolutely. Well, a little bit about me. I already said I did live in Westchester for a short time.
Yep.
I actually went to Westchester University for 3 years, which is how I know Jenny.
Right.
We ran track together at Westchester University
Oh.
before I eventually graduated
That's
from
right.
Delaware with a degree in.
I remember them talking
Oh,
about
that's
Yeah.
right.
Enjoy my meal.
All right. Well, I'm getting hungry over
Yeah,
here.
exactly. Well, I got plenty right here for you guys. But eventually graduated from Delaware with a degree in nutrition. Worked through sales after that. My professional career until I worked up and got into Kettlebell Kitchen.
So do you have a BS in nutrition?
I do.
All right.
I do.
So were you planning on being a nutritionist?
I was not really going into that realm. So, there's a couple different ways you can go after you graduate with your bachelor's degree in nutrition. You can go like the dietitian route, or you can just kind of go any other route that it takes you. It took me into the physical fitness world for a while, and I was a full-time personal trainer for about 2.5 years,
Okay.
working for a company out of Wilmington, Delaware. And then I got into corporate sales, nothing to do with nutrition.
What made you make that switch?
I just got tired of where I was in the fitness industry. It wasn't CrossFit, it was like corporate fitness. So it was, got subcontracted out to corporations that had fitness facilities inside of their corporations.
And then you train
and then I would train their employees there.
What didn't you like about that?
It was very monotonous. There was a lot of cancellations because when you're inside of an office building,
Right.
you know, people can
And
come
they're
up
like,
with,
hey, this is art. We're here. Oh, yeah, I'll
100%.
come in and work out.
yeah, well,
And
they
then they don't have to go anywhere, right?
well, they can come up with a lot of not to come in.
Meeting
You
came
know,
up.
Oh, I gotta be
I got stuck at my desk. You
It's a cake
know,
in the
I was
break
on
room.
a phone call.
cake in the break room.
that
That's
was
a big one.
That was a go-to. That's a go-to. But yeah, I mean, any number of reasons why, and then just got out of that, went into sales.
I'm so out of shape I couldn't make it up the flight of stairs. The elevator was busy.
Went into corporate sales, and then I ended up with Kettlebell Kitchen.
Yeah.
It was kind of the best of both worlds
Okay,
for me.
awesome.
Yeah,
So how long have you been with the company?
I've been with Kettlebell Kitchen for a little over a year now.
Okay. So what do you like best about working for Kettlebell Kitchen?
Well, I get to do, you know, what I like to do when it comes to nutrition. So I get to focus my time on the nutrition aspect of, you know, daily life, the fitness realm. I get to work in the fitness realm, which is a big passion of mine. But also the sales aspect, you know, working in sales for 6 years before Kettlebell Kitchen.
And let's face it, when you're personal training, you're sales, right?
Yeah,
You meet
100%.
somebody, you're trying to sell them on you,
You're selling yourself.
and right, and what you can do with
Yeah.
them. Yeah, absolutely. So that makes sense.
Yeah, so then I got, like I said, you know, the sales, the nutrition aspect, and then just working with, you know, a great company that has a great vision and is doing things for all the right reasons.
So when you say they have like a great vision, like, you know, expand on that a little bit.
Yeah,
Like,
so
what do
absolutely.
they want to do? Obviously, you know, providing good food, like good quality food at a reasonable price. I'm sure is in there, and the convenience of that.
100%.
How else do you expand on that?
So we're, you know, as much as we are a meal delivery company, we're not just about, you know, cooking great, healthy, whole food. You know, we like to view ourselves as a lifestyle company, as a lifestyle brand. You know, we have a dietitian on staff, we have a nutrition team. You know, they work with people to help them achieve their goals. You know, we have a couple different things in the works that are coming up through challenges and different things where we can implement just a healthier lifestyle into everybody's lives. You know,
Everybody's got to eat, Ross, right?
they got to eat, and everybody wants, you know, to feel healthy and to feel, you know, somewhat better than they already do. And a great way to do that is through food. So this is our vehicle to help people, basically. So as much as we are a food company, we also are in the business of helping people become a better version of themselves just through this
I love that
idea.
That's
Yeah,
why
from
we're
like
a
a
good
trainer's
fit.
perspective or a gym owner's perspective, we can see if our members are actually coming into the gym working out, but what we can't do is see what they're eating
23
at home.
hours a day, they aren't here, you know,
Yeah.
or
And a lot of times that's the most overlooked piece to someone's success is we know they're coming into the gym 3, 4, 5 days a week, but what the hell are they eating at home?
Yeah, I think a lot.
And
Yeah.
when people don't see results or they're not recovering the right way, you have to wonder, what are they doing?
Right.
And this is a great vehicle, like you said, to get people in the right direction for their meals. And I know it's helped me big time. You know, Steve and I could be here, you know,
Sometimes we
early
get
morning to
stuck
afternoon.
at our desk, you
right.
know? Right.
And,
Absolutely.
you know, these meals have saved us, or I'd be running out to God knows where.
100%. I mean, in the modern world, right? You know, people are just very busy. You know, whether it's work, whether it's kids, extracurricular activities, whatever it is, people don't have the time to make the best choices in food every meal of every day. So this is a way that we
you're
can
gonna
help
have
them with
slip-ups,
that.
for sure. Yeah.
I mean, everybody does. Even working for the company, you know, I'm not eating every meal 3 times a day, 7 days a week. But for the majority of what I eat, it's healthy, whole foods.
Yeah.
And that's really how you stay on track. You want to have the majority, you know, more than 80% of what you're eating to be good, healthy, wholesome food. And, you know, 10 to 15% of slip-ups maybe here and there. You don't want it the opposite. You don't want 10 to 15% of healthy food and the rest going out to eat.
That is not a good ratio, not in any sense of the word. So I like that.
What I like about the Kettlebell Kitchen meals is there's a lot of variety. You don't have the same stuff every week. Now you have your staples, but you don't have the same stuff every week. Even like when you're microwaving, like this Bodybuilder's Essential meal with the grilled chicken breasts and the sweet potatoes and the asparagus. The chicken tastes good. Like, it's not dry. It's not.
So that's and that's one of the and that's like a hallmark of what we've been able to achieve, and it's something we constantly work on, right? Is being able to cook food where you can microwave it, but then also it still hold up. It still be exactly the way you want it to be. A lot of people are surprised at the way some of our breakfast items turn out when you can microwave eggs and they still taste like eggs. They're already pre-cooked. To be
I've
honest,
had a lot of microwaved egg products.
yeah.
And Chris Koshy calls them egg discs. He goes, "Oh, would you have one of those egg disc sandwiches?" But yeah, I think the breakfasts are probably my favorite.
Which one's your favorite?
Well, Ranchos.
That is good.
Huevos Rancheros. I think that's probably like a good, because it's simple, and it's got some flavor to it, and it's got everything I need in there, and it's not too crazy, and it always tastes good. Like, I don't think I've had a bad one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and I know those coconut berry pancakes. Those
Oh, yeah.
paleo.
I
Those
get
are
those
good.
every week.
Those are good. Delicious.
And
I
there's-
had the
very
beef
good.
brisket one last
They're
time.
almost too
Yeah.
much,
Really good.
Yeah.
like filling wise.
With the coconut
Which is crazy,
pancakes,
but-
right? I can get that meal and make 3 meals out of it. It comes with 3 very large, dense
Yeah,
pancakes.
yeah.
So not necessarily 3 meals, but at least 3 snacks out of it. Or
Right.
if you wanted it to be a meal, maybe 1.5
True.
of pancakes,
Yeah,
right?
like when you're craving something sweet, it's kind of like, man,
Yeah.
that's a nice healthy, like,
Yeah.
I need that sweet kind of
Yeah.
thing to
Segueing
satiate
into
craving.
sweets, they've got some good desserts.
They do have good desserts. Those cookies, the chocolate cookies.
That brownie
The
nib.
brownie, the cocoa nib brownie.
Yeah, that was the
that
best.
is
That's
the go-
Jimmy's favorite.
That's the go-to. But kind of back to what Jimmy was saying earlier about the menu being different. So if anybody hasn't been on the menu or hasn't been on it in a while, there's over 60 items on the menu every week. That includes the bulk items, the desserts, the breakfasts and lunches, and then the dinners as well. And like you said, about 20 change every week. So if it says
Yeah.
special on the menu, it is only good for that week, and then
Right.
we're going to replace it with something different the following week.
Yeah. Let's talk about the ingredients in these meals.
Okay.
All right, because there's a lot of health conscious people out there. Vegetables, you can get the broccoli,
Mhm.
in the family size or as a side dish. Is it organic? Is the meat grass fed?
So all of our beef is going to be grass-fed beef. All of our poultry and pork is going to be hormone-free and GMO-free.
Mhm.
All of our fish is going to be wild-caught seafood. Now, when it comes to the vegetables, they are not all organic, which we'll source them as best as we can. But the price point for something like that would be much higher, and then we wouldn't be
I
able
was just gonna
to
say,
we
sure.
wouldn't be able to get it out to as many people as we wanted to. So what we do is we adhere to things that we believe are most important, like the grass-fed beef, the hormone and antibiotic-free chicken and poultry, like wild fish. Those are what we view as the very most important things that we can do on the menu to keep those things as fresh and healthy for the
Yeah.
consumer. And they're also, everything on the menu is gluten-free, dairy-free, and soy-free.
Everything?
There would never be any of those ingredients on the menu.
That's awesome.
That's really good.
I think I've probably seen that, but
Yeah.
when you hear it, like, you're like, oh, okay, because that's
And
a big
for
deal.
and for some of the viewers too that aren't too familiar with why grass fed is better than non-grass fed, is that omega-6 to omega-3 ratio is way different. Non-grass fed meat is I forget, but it's like a 40-3 ratio, or it's somewhere in that range, as opposed to grass fed, which is more, in that like 10-4, 10-3, something
Yeah.
around there.
I mean, you want, like, that was something,
Yeah, it's all the corn and grains they feed them.
right, and then it's not just the corn and grains that they're getting fed, but it's the quality of the corn and fruit.
Mhm.
You don't know anymore. Like, now there's GMO products that are being manufactured or grown and produced, and then that's getting fed. So really what that boils down to, I think what Jimmy's talking about, is not only overall health-wise, but those for performance, like those inflammatory markers. When our omega-6 to 3 is out of whack, those like shoot up. And whatever that animal's getting fed, it's coming back to you,
Yeah,
right?
That's
So-
scary because you don't know what they're feeding these
yeah,
things.
that's huge. So genetically modified organisms,
Mhm.
that the animal is eating, and then now and then if it's a mass, farmed animal, it's the quality of their living affects the health of that meat that you're eating as well as the taste. So I think that stuff comes across.
And that's exactly what we adhere to is an anti-inflammatory diet. Like that is our whole goal with everything that we produce on the menu. We started from a very strict paleo company when we first started back in 2012.
Right.
But we moved on a little bit from there, and we're
Yeah.
just more of an anti-inflammatory diet.
Yeah. It's more realistic too.
Yeah.
I think the whole paleo, that has shifted. Where
That was
even Rob-
huge in the beginning.
right? And I
of
think
CrossFit.
right because people want to latch on to those buzzwords or things that are really passionate or important to them. So they hear paleo and they think like, I had a guy I remember I used to work with who was like, oh, he was, when Atkins was a thing, and he would sit down and eat like a block of processed, single serving cheese, which really wasn't even cheese, and like raw hot dogs. And he's like, oh yeah, I'm on the Atkins diet. I'm like, no, you are not, bro. Like not even close. But people hear paleo and they're like, oh, I just eat meat and vegetables, no carbs.
Right.
Well, what is vegetables? You know what I mean? And like, yeah, no, there are certain things, and it's all about, I just, getting through Rob Wolf's book, like Wired to Eat, and even he's never said some of these things that people think like, oh, it's paleo, it's this. It's like, no, not really. It was an idea. It was the framework of an idea to eat, what we would have eaten.
It's like
before.
someone comes into the gym, they're like, oh, you guys, you do that paleo thing, right? I'm like,
Right.
not really.
Yeah, and it comes back to a lot of things I think Jimmy and I, we talked about. Is like, well, what's your idea? I don't know, what is paleo? And then when they can't really explain it, go, no, that's not it at all. They're like, oh, it's all about, educating. You got to educate people, and we try and do that, as best we can. I think we're trying to move that forward here at our gym because we see that is the big piece that maybe we have been missing, over the past.
Yeah, and we are definitely in the exact same realm as that too. Like we always want to educate the consumer, whether they're a current customer of ours that's constantly ordering, or they were a customer that used to order that kind of hasn't been for a while. We have our blog that our nutrition team puts out, and they update that regularly. We have different types of educational pieces that they can all have that everybody can have access to as long as they have an account on our website.
You guys have a great web platform for sure, and you have got good content on there, and I just see it keep improving. So
yeah, and
it's nice that we have access to that.
Exactly,
our members do as well.
It's improving all the time, and we're always working on it to make it as user friendly as possible, but also have the most amount of content that we can to help the consumer make those educated decisions. Like we understand not everybody's going to eat Kettlebell Kitchen every single meal of every day, so we want to help everybody along their journey of eating those, eating out or cooking their own food or anything like that.
Yeah, I think that's a good, helping your client or member or consumer, whatever it is, whatever you want to call them, to whoever they are. It's like, hey, It's a Wonderful Life, I call that. If It's a Wonderful Life principle. Have you ever seen that movie?
I think so.
Old guy's a Santa Claus, but he's like the Santa Claus for the Macy's Day Parade. But he actually is Santa Claus, and the whole movie is about how he's trying to convince this little girl how he really is Santa Claus. He wants a fire truck or something, I forget what the toy is, and the mom's like, hey, listen, Santa Claus, like, I can't get one of those, everybody's sold out. And he goes, oh, did you try Gimbel's, the department store across the street? Or he sends her to some really obscure little toy store somewhere in the city. And she's like, that's really weird. So what does she do? As she's on her way out, the manager is like flipping out, like, how could we hire the Santa who's telling people to go to other business? And he goes, it's not about the business, it's about helping the end user, and, right? Like, if we don't have it here, I'm going to tell you where to get it, kind of thing. And so that's what I see, with your business as well. Like, hey,
Absolutely.
listen, like, hey, we know you're not going to eat these every day. We don't expect you to do your grocery shopping with us, but, this is a tool, and so what should be some of those other tools?
Yeah, so if lunch is something that is hard for you to plan for, then this is a great idea.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, so, there's multiple ways to
no-brainer.
order.
No brainer.
Exactly. There's multiple ways to order on the website, whether it's a la carte, a meal plan,
Right.
anything like that. So they can do just their 5 lunches in an a la carte
Yeah.
order. They can
Because
set
there's no
up
minimum.
no minimum, there's no maximum when it comes to a la carte. If they want to do a meal plan, which is more of a hands-off approach where, you know, you fill out a whole profile on our website of your goals, your demographic, and then you set it up to what you want. If you want just 5 meals in your meal plan for lunch every day, you can do that. You can do 5 lunches, and then we just send them, you know, every weekend. We'll send you 3 for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and on Wednesday night we'll send 2 for Thursday and Friday. It's really, really user friendly.
So what different plans are on there? I mean, I've seen it, but I want to hear you talk about it.
So-
I know there's always like an athlete choice.
Yep. So there's so as far as the meal plans go, there's going to be a pure paleo meal plan because we still do make pure paleo meals, and they're all labeled paleo on them. So there's going to be a pure paleo meal plan, a weight loss sports, a muscle gain, and then a sports performance. So the pure paleo obviously is going to be something that, you know, adheres to a strict paleo diet.
I think there's a lot of people that have health issues that elimination type diet,
Yeah.
anti-inflammatory diet really fits in and
Yeah,
has
and
done
you know,
well.
which is why we still offer it,
Sure.
because there's still a consumer base for that. Weight loss is going to have meals that have no starchy vegetables in them. So it's going to be green leafy vegetables and a protein source. A weight loss sports will have some starchy veggies meals and some meals with just green leafy veggies. So that's where the sports comes into play because they're going to need a little bit of a higher carbohydrate content to get through their workouts.
Sure are.
That the sports performance and the muscle gain. Sports performance is going to have a lot of our athlete meals, which are higher in carbohydrate. The muscle gain will have something similar to that as well. That'll just give us an idea of calorically where you need to be as to where you're trying to go. Like if you put in, I weigh 170 pounds, but I'm trying to gain 10 pounds of weight, and I'm on the muscle gain meal plan, our dietitians are going to know this is the realm that you need to be in. These are the types of meals you need to be eating on a weekly basis. And
Because we can't put
calorie
on muscle
content.
on the calorie deficit, can we?
You
Can't
cannot.
add size
Can't
or
do it.
muscle
Well,
to a calorie deficit.
Nope.
Now people will put that in there
Yeah.
on the meal plan when they fill that out,
Sure.
but a pop-up will show up and tell them that they should go back and
That's pretty
and
cool.
change their plan. If they
I
don't,
like that. I didn't
if
know
they
that.
don't though, and they still go through the whole process,
Yeah.
Amanda, who is our dietitian, will reach out to them and
be
just
like,
tr- and
"Dude,
do
you
it one-on-one. Kind of like, hey, listen, like, what exactly are you trying to do here? Let me customize this for you.
Yeah, and I think there's like, you know, and I learned a little bit about this past weekend. I was at another nutrition seminar certification. Shout out to Jason Phillips Nutrition. So it helped me through some of the other certifications that I've been through. It helped me tie a lot of these kind of missing pieces together.
Okay.
And I think you know, you get a lot of people that come into CrossFit. They're so new. And they go, man, you know, I am leaning out and I'm PRing every day, and you know, there has to be in a framework of, well, what do you mean? Like, are you really packing on muscle, or are you just getting more efficient at these new movements that you're just learning? So of course you're going to get really good at them, and now you're going to continue to you know, lose weight if you're in a calorie deficit, and you're going to get better. So performance does go up. Right, but not in the way a lot of people think of with a more seasoned athlete like our guy Marco or Derek over here, Jimmy. You know, like those gains aren't going to come. You know, there's smaller and smaller window with our training age, so to speak. So, so that's pretty cool that you do that. I like that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, those are the meal plans, and then the a la carte option. Kind of like Jimmy said, there's no minimum. You know, you can order 3 meals, 4 meals, 20 meals, completely up to you when you want to do that. The meal plan is a week-to-week subscription that you can cancel at any time. You can skip a week if you're going on a vacation. You'll get an email every Tuesday with the meals that we're going to send you. You can change them if you want to. There's a link in the email to change them. There's a link in the email to skip that following week.
That's nice.
I'll tell you what.
That's with the meal plans.
Meal plans.
So, just to explain a little bit, the
Yep.
difference between a meal plan and a la carte. Like, you can go on there, that's what I do. I do a la carte. I
Yep.
go on there, I pick those 5 to 10 meals every week that I want. They're usually different, some are the same. And then somebody who's subscribing to a meal plan, they're getting a little more guidance on, like, hey, based on these goals, there's some kind of
Yep.
questionnaire you filled out.
Yep.
And
then-
hey, these are the goals that I want to achieve. This is how our nutrition team at Kettlebell Kitchen is saying how we can help meet those goals based on what you're doing with us.
They can also put restrictions on their meal plan if they hate mushrooms, they refuse to eat mushrooms. They can put that in there, and we'll never send a meal that has mushrooms in it. So there's different restrictions that they can
That
put on
seems like
there.
a lot to keep track of. So you guys must do a great
Yeah,
job.
yeah. So we
What
have
if
a-
I
we have a
request
great-
chocolate in every
I need a
meal?
chocolate in every meal.
That we cannot do. That we
Peanut
cannot
butter?
do. But yeah. So that's just a subscription. So it's just more of a hands-off approach when you do a meal plan. The a la carte is you physically have to go in and order every week, and if you forget to order, you're not going to have any food. And I know Jimmy has forgot to order before.
It's not a good feeling.
I'll tell you, I have done that a number of times.
I almost did it
Guess-
last night, and
well-
I got the text.
So see, you got to
Right.
opt in.
Went on and
guess
did
who
it.
didn't order their meals
You didn't
last
do it,
night?
and I even told you to do it.
You did. You told me. You know what? And then I turned right around and was like, "Oh, somebody asked me a question."
Didn't you get the text?
I totally forgot. I think I did, but I just was like, "Oh yeah, I gotta wait till I get home." When
What are you
I
gonna
got
do
the
next
test.
week?
I don't know.
I'll maybe buy some extra.
Maybe you could like slide me a few meals.
Might be double the price.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I mean, I rely on these.
ouch. Talking about hashtag gouging.
Ooh.
That's all right. But and you do have something for guys like. You're gonna get the same stuff every week, right?
Yeah, exactly. So that's
a different thing.
yes. So
It's
that
not a menu plan. It's not a la carte.
it's a recurring order.
Recurring order.
You
Okay.
can set
It's
up
like an
a
opt-in.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
if I forget and I don't go on there and change it, it's going to send me the same thing again.
Exactly. So what
I
you
need that. That's a
yeah.
great idea.
So
That's
so
my
so
next.
what you could a good option for people that know at a bare minimum they want 3 to 4 meals a week, right? You can go in and set a recurring order for. I mean, if you're not picky, you can send me 4 specials
Or bodybuilders.
or send me 4 bodybuilders essential, right? And no matter what, we're just going to send that to you. It's going to go through the system.
Jimmy, you should do that.
Oh,
It's like auto withdrawal
Yeah.
for your bills.
You're
you don't have
right.
to pay your bill
I'm
anymore.
gonna do it.
Yeah. And
So
then,
I
and
get
then
that
you can,
text
At
now.
least 5.
yeah.
At least 5.
The
I'm going to
text
throw
is
some
good.
ranchos, huevos, or whatever it's called.
Huevos rancheros. Yeah.
All right, the huevos rancheros. I'm going to throw a couple of them in there and some bodybuilder essentials. Then at least I'll know I have some minimum to get me through the week.
Exactly, and you know that they're going to
Because
come.
it's usually lunch is the worst, probably.
Yeah.
Or breakfast. And I can have,
Dinner.
I don't care. It's like, hey, eat chicken for breakfast, eat fish for, you got to think outside the box. Just,
Yeah.
no, I don't even, when I try and nutrition coach clients, I don't even call it breakfast. I say, what's your first meal of the day?
Yeah.
What's it going to be?
I mean, I eat
'Cause it
chicken
helps.
and rice for breakfast.
Yeah, I mean, it's just food. You
Yeah.
know, these rules that we got to have, like breakfast sausage and, eggs every day or some kind of breakfast meat, which I love, by the way, bacon,
Grab
sausage.
some bacon.
Love some bacon. So, that's a good question. I noticed you don't have any bacon products. So, is that a
They
logistics
have
thing?
bacon flavored like chicken and stuff, right?
Yeah, we have a little bit of bacon. You'll see it in there. So there'll be bacon in
So,
like.
I'm talking
Is it
about, I don't
because-
want a little bit of bacon.
is it
I
because
want
it
some
doesn't-
slices of bacon. It doesn't keep.
It's not going to taste as well.
It's too fatty.
Okay.
It's too fatty to put into.
And so that gets, and because it's paleo, not that crap you're buying with all full of nitrates that
Yeah.
keeps it preserved, it goes rancid faster.
Yeah, and it's very,
With the
very
taste.
fatty for an individual meal, right? So if all of our caloric intake and macronutrients are listed on all of our meals,
Right.
they're listed on the menu.
Mhm.
And one of the things we really try and adhere to is like at least a realm of different contents, fat, protein, and carbs for whether it's a medium or a large. And it would just throw those macros like way off.
Yeah, because there's a lot of fat.
Yeah. But you'll find it like little bits. We cook our collard greens in it sometimes. We have the
I have
bacon
seen-
crusted chicken fingers, which I know are a
Yeah, they're pretty good.
major hit.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Wow.
Yeah, they're good. They're good.
The wings are really good.
The wings are good.
So do you like, but the pale?
It does make that. I mean, I don't do the sauce because
Yeah.
they're good enough that I like the flavor of real foods.
Yeah.
So I'm not into so much the sauces all the time, but I have tasted it. It is very good. What's in that paleo ranch? I mean, without giving any special secrets away.
To be honest, I probably I
Nobody
don't even
knows.
know
All right,
what's in
stumped
that
them.
one.
Stumped Ross.
It's on the menu. It'll be on there because
And you
on
can
the
look
menu-
everything up on
Yeah,
it.
so on the menu when you click on an item, it'll give you every single cooking ingredient in everything in that meal down to the salt and pepper and any of the
Yeah.
spices that we used in there.
So I'm going to suggest a new meal plan. It's gonna be called the Dad Bod Meal Plan.
Dad bod.
Where we don't really care about the fat content. We're gonna throw some slices of bacon in there. Just a suggestion. Trademark.
All right.
All right. Derek, you got any questions for the Kettlebell Kitchen guy? All right. Jim, you got anything?
I think we covered everything.
Where
I
are
think
we
the
at?
biggest thing
Alright.
here is, people who are struggling with their nutrition, if it's losing weight or putting on muscle or you're just eating like crap, this is a great alternative.
Yeah. I think a lot of people.
And we're not on here to try to sell Kettlebell Kitchen because we get a little piece of the pie. Seriously, we're here because I love these meals. They've been a great saver for me.
If it weren't
People
Kettlebell
don't-
Kitchen, it would be something
Right,
else.
yeah.
If we were just
People need
concerned
meal prep.
with our money making aspect. When we are a business and we do like to, we like to make money. I mean that's not our driving goal though. And I think we've had a number of, like I said, different meal subscriptions, and we'll get rid of them if we don't like them. Like because of our members will talk about their customer service wasn't as cool. They weren't cool with it, or the quality of the meals. Like we tried one, the quality of the meals was really good at first, and then it seemed to slack off. And maybe because they were growing their organization or whatever they're doing, but I don't really care. At the end of the day, I really am, what my members want, and I think we have a lot of members that use your service.
And we've gotten a lot of
numbers.
positive feedback from members that use these meals.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're Kettlebell Kitchen is a tool for you guys as a fitness facility,
Yeah.
for your members, right, to help them along
Absolutely.
their journey. Just like you said before, you see them 3 to 6 hours a week. What else are they doing in all the other hours of the week?
Yeah.
Which is where kind of we help out with that.
We're going to start a new membership where members just live here.
Oh,
It's going to be like a.
Are you gonna put bunk beds in this room?
This will be one of the rooms that will be outfitted.
Yeah.
It's going to be like Fight Club, where they wait outside on the doorstep for a day or two, and we yell things at them, and then let them come in and be part of our CrossFit Westchester.
I have a real quick question. So people place their meals on a Wednesday night for Sunday drop-off.
Correct.
When do they cook the meals? Is that Saturday night into Sunday?
So you guys are actually on Saturday night drop off.
Yeah, we're on Saturday night.
Saturday night
Oh,
drop off.
that's new. Because they used to come Sunday.
Yeah, you have been on the Saturday drop off for I would say probably
I feel like they drop off on Sunday.
Not your route. Your route is Saturday night.
Yeah.
And it might move to Sunday soon. So we have 2 routes.
Yeah,
that
because I
handle
feel
this
like a lot of times
Philadelphia
Sunday,
area.
by the time we get
They're
here,
here.
the meals are here
Okay.
on endurance sometimes. So.
Yeah. So they're here on Sunday. So for your particular location, your members can pick it up on Sunday.
Okay.
It's always going to default on the website to Monday and Thursday.
Yeah,
But
see,
that's
we've
because
been telling everybody Monday, but that's
Yeah.
an official change. So guys, if you want to get your meals, you can pick them up Sunday, which is nice to know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
absolutely.
So they'll definitely be here by Monday and Thursday, and that's for everybody, all of our 600 plus affiliates that we have. But for you guys, just in particular, they get delivered Saturday night. So the meals that get delivered Saturday night, they are cooked like Friday night into Saturday, and then they
they're all put in a big truck and driven around and delivered here in no time.
Yeah, so after we cook
Like
them,
Santa's sleigh.
we blast chill them, so it preserves the nutrients faster. We don't freeze them, we blast chill them. Yeah, we blast chill them in a really high-tech refrigerator.
Blast chiller.
Yeah, it's a blast chiller. So we blast chill them, and then we package them, and then we deliver them right to you guys in a refrigerated Kettlebell Kitchen van. We have a whole fleet of drivers, a fleet of vans. They're all Kettlebell Kitchen employees. Actually, I'm looking for a part-time driver in this area. So
There you go, Derek.
put a plug out.
Who wants to drive some meals around? Do they get free meals?
They could get a credit every week. It'd be about a 24 to 25 hour, just 2 nights a week.
2 nights a
delivering
week.
meals.
Part-time gig.
And I'll just come in and coach the 5 a.m.
That's right.
Yeah.
Stay up all night. Deliver that correct?
Yeah. So the
Do the
market
drivers
down
ever
here-
get hungry along the way and they're like, they won't notice.
I noticed I only had 4 wings one time. instead of 6.
I thought I got
Guys,
the
you know
athlete
what?
version,
Yeah.
but I only got 1 chicken breast.
Yeah, no, those guys are great. But yeah, so that's when it's cooked, and then we deliver it right to the gyms. We have just in this area, we have probably 70 to 80 affiliates between the South Jersey, Pennsylvania, Delaware region.
So where's the stuff made? Do you have one kitchen or multiple kitchens?
One kitchen,
All right.
and everything
I
is
guess
cooked.
That's one big commercial kitchen.
It is.
600
Everything's
affiliates.
cooked out of Brooklyn.
Okay.
We service everything from Boston to Wilmington, Delaware, and we also have a branch out in Chicago and Indianapolis.
Oh, and they have separate kitchens, I would assume.
They don't. Everything's
Oh,
cooked
wow.
out of Brooklyn.
Oh,
Yeah, we can get it out there and deliver to the gyms in 36 hours.
wow. I didn't know that.
It's
Quick
a
operation.
quick process. And we
Yeah.
also ship nationwide now. Home delivery.
Wow.
There's a fee involved in that.
Drones deliver the meals now. I hear.
Oh, here comes one. Whoa!
Yeah.
I just got it.
Yep.
Up the
Yep.
lunch. That'll be coming soon. It's funny because I saw a competitor of yours, so to speak, that was on the West Coast, was on the Shark Tank.
It's called Barbell Kitchen.
No. Oh,
No.
Shark Tank not too long ago.
Which one was it?
Oh, I did see that.
Yeah. And man,
They, yeah.
he blew it.
They did blow it.
He and they were all kind of like, "Oh, cool," and he was like a little, I don't know. It's like, whoa, they did do such a good job of selling their
Yeah.
product.
I've
Yeah,
seen
they got ripped apart.
I've
Yeah.
seen one that's been on there a few times. The same one.
Is
It's
it
been on
like-
Shark Tank a couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah. We,
So-
I mean, we were out at the games this year, and there was a couple competitors there, but it was a fun time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're
Yeah, you're
growing.
not alone in the marketplace, but
Yeah.
you know, I think we have been happiest with you guys. So that's a testament to the quality of the product and customer service.
Mhm.
And,
Yeah, and I
our
mean,
partnership, so
we
we
obviously
appreciate
wouldn't be able to grow like we are
if he was
with,
good,
you know, yeah, without a great product. I mean, you know,
Dave Mears says the plantain beef lasagna. Thumbs up.
I think I've had
Yeah.
had just about everything
I like
you guys
that
have
one
come
too.
out with. 'Cause
That
I
one
always
is
try
a-
the specials, but that is a pretty good one. Yeah.
yeah, that one is a
Anybody else
that's
on there,
top
Jim?
seller.
Let's
from the
see.
peanut gallery?
Jess says the huevos rancheros are life.
Our life, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and just to go over discount codes.
Yes.
We always have
Oh,
discount codes that are active.
Love a discount code.
So if nobody's ordered before, if it's a first-time customer, which we might have a few out there,
First time customer, you never ordered a Kettlebell Kitchen meal,
KBK50
KBK 50.
50,
50.
the numbers.
The number.
You get 50% off your first order.
we will put that on in the
I'll
show
put that in the
notes.
show
Right?
notes. then,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep,
Put
and
that
then
in the post.
also the other ones are healthy. You get 5% off over 50.
Mhm.
Planner, 10% off over 100.
Planner.
Planner,
Okay.
like you meal plan for the week.
Gotcha.
And then bargain, you get 15% off over 150.
Oh.
Can I
And-
use all three codes on one of them?
No. But they also work on meal plans. So
Okay.
if you do the subscription, even though the meal
Oh,
plan
because
is,
the KBK 50 does not work on meal plans.
it does for the first week.
for the first week.
For the
Okay.
first week, and then it'll fall off.
Gotcha.
But you know, even though the meal plans, technically, the more you buy in a meal plan, the cheaper they are per meal. Which we didn't go over, but they are. They just go down, and you can
That's a
see
good
that
one.
when you're signing them up.
I like it.
You can also use those discount codes on those meal plans.
That's a good one.
That's awesome. All right, so Ross from Kettlebell Kitchens, thanks so much for coming in.
That's a good one.
Thanks for having
Yeah.
us.
We were a little over our 30-minute time frame, but
That's okay.
there's no time frame on Open Gym
There's
anymore.
who
We do
cares?
what we want.
We do what we want.
Alright.
So we got our pumpkin spice
Pumpkin spice.
protein in. What's the price on this? Do we know?
It's $49.99.
$49.99. Because I know the different flavors have a different
They
price.
do. They're just slightly different, but the pumpkin flavor
Which is weird.
Halloween special is only for this month.
$49.99.
Maybe in November we'll get to it.
Oh yeah. And let's see. We got the Halloween parade.
Yeah.
We are officially registered.
I sent it in.
for the
We are
Halloween
registered.
parade.
So
CrossFit Westchester is
we
going to
need
have
volunteers, and I'm going to call Ryan Marcinage out right now.
Uh-oh,
Because I
Ryan.
want him to get all the Barbell Kids Club in this Halloween parade.
Yeah.
And I have a task for these kids.
Yeah, and anybody who wants to be involved, just comment, send us a message, let us know you want to be involved. We'll have some kind of, I'm going to create an event on Facebook now that we are officially registered, and we'll have more details about that. Also, November 11th, Barbells for Boobs. Kettlebell Kitchen, I think you said you were going to
Look
throw
at
us some.
Yeah, I think I did say that.
You did say
Yeah.
Remember the last time you were here?
I did say that,
You did
yeah.
mention that. All right, so
Some gift cards.
Kettlebell Kitchen will be a sponsor of prizes for our Barbells for Boobs, November 11th. So thanks for that. And we have a special announcement. So this Saturday, at what time, Jim?
I think that's a great question.
Team training
Team
this
training
Saturday.
Saturday.
All right, so Jenny Butler always programs team training. We have on the Facebook event of team training you were invited to. Don't get all your your spandex in a bunch. If you weren't officially invited to team training, anybody is invited to team training.
Ross, you're
Jenny
invited.
tries to do the best
He
she can
wasn't
to
invited.
invite people. Well, Ross, you're invited.
No, thanks.
Feel free to come by.
Team training.
To come to team training because we expect people who are invited to tell other people and assemble a team.
Word of mouth.
And it's just a fun event. It's where teams of 3 guys and 3 girls try to get together. But if you don't have 3 guys and 3 girls, then you could have all girls, you could have all guys. Doesn't matter, scaling, or there's always options for things to do.
Yep.
First 2 WODs have been posted on the
Yep.
team training event page.
Check that out.
And we have the official envelope from Jenny Butler
Supposed to
herself.
release the 3rd
WOD 3.
Ooh, all right.
We need a.
Let's see what it is. I'm gonna take it out of the envelope.
It's 11 to 2. Jenny Butler just chimed in. 11 to 2 is team training.
2. All right. Team training. WOD
WOD
number
3.
3. Each person completes 10 snatches at 115.93, then 8 snatches at 135.103,
Oh, it's a ladder.
then
Descending
6
reps.
snatches at 155.113, then 4 snatches at 165.23.
Each person on the team does it?
Yes, they do. 2 snatches at 185.133.
Oh.
1 guy and 1 girl will have a bar. Then, it's not over.
Oh,
All
uh-oh.
right, it's not
I
over.
thought that was it.
That's not it. There's
Spicy
more.
snatch
And
ladder.
Steve, there's more.
Oh.
50 rope climbs
Woo.
as a team. So, it's not 50 a person.
Oh, okay, as
I
a
know
team.
people get
All right.
confused about these partner workouts.
Each?
50 rope climbs as a team. Followed by a 400-meter prowler push.
Ooh, this is really spicy.
But Steve, there's more.
Oh, whoa!
100 front squats at 185.133.
Each?
But wait, there's more.
No way.
400-meter prowler push. It's a long workout. Followed by 150 handstand push-ups.
Each?
But wait, there's more. 400-meter prowler push.
Okay.
All right, I think that's the end. However, there's always a however.
Oh, man.
Someone must be on the assault bike at all times.
Oh!
After the snatch conga.
Oh! That
Switch whenever
sounds
you want.
horrible.
Now, does that mean they can just sit on the assault bike?
There will be some people volunteering to just sit there and
Just
like
pretend.
pedal and pretend to be pedaling hard.
So I'm assuming
Oh,
the more
that's
calories you get on the assault bike, the better your score is.
yeah,
That's what I'm assuming.
that's what that's how that workout should be
Yeah.
scored. What
Or
are your calories on the assault
Maybe
because you got to complete
calories
everything
add up
else.
to seconds. So the more calories you get, the more
Ooh.
seconds come off your
I
time.
don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
That's a spicy meatball right there.
So that is your team
Woo.
training WOD 3.
All right, Jenny Butler always coming up with some exciting workouts.
And
for team
again,
training.
you can scale the weight. You know,
Oh.
you can scale everything. Everyone's welcome.
Okay, everyone's
Expect to
welcome.
have over 300 people here on Saturday.
Oh, you're crazy.
Ross is going to be here.
Ross will be here with some meals when
Yeah.
everybody's hungry.
Derek, are you coming?
I'm pretty busy on Saturday.
Are you?
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Sounds like you're scared.
No,
Oh,
I
Helen
like-
Joey
I love
Schaefer
snatches.
says she has a wedding. Oh, darn.
Well, you don't have to go.
All right, guys. Well, that wraps it up for our latest episode of Open Gym.
All right.
And
We'll put everything, we'll
In the
put
show
all the
notes?
kettlebell
Coupon
meal
codes?
coupon codes on the show notes.
All right.
We'll post again about the Halloween flavored protein,
and the Halloween parade.
Halloween parade,
And
barbells
barbells
for
for
boobs.
I think that's it for this. Didn't we have any PRs or anything this week? It happened here.
There's a lot that happened here.
You're
All right.
getting lazy. On
But
me. So I don't like
I'm not
segments.
getting lazy. I'm not getting lazy.
Well.
But next week we are testing the bench press.
Next week. Oh, that's
So
good.
I expect to have tons of PRs.
All right. I know we had some deadlift PRs last week.
Yes, we
so that
did.
that was pretty exciting without
Yeah.
doing a deadlift program.
Yeah.
Imagine that. People getting better. All right, guys. Well, listen.
Cool.
Enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Thanks for tuning in.
All right.
And Jimmy and Steve. Jimmy and Steve. Open Gym with Jimmy and Steve.
Hey.